class trial, more like arse bile.
Would you like to enlighten the audience as to some of your new theories?
Yes, so the word homunculus. Me and Finn just had a little bit of a debate on it.
That's not what I was talking about, but go on.
And we've discovered that a homunculus is a very small being that is created, a human-like being that is created through non-natural means. We did not know, well, he did, but I thought it meant buffoon, like you fucking homunculus. And then we found a really interesting image, which, you know, if you want, go Google homunculus, you'll find it, you'll know the one. So yeah, that was what happened while we were taking an intermission between these two recordings. Anyway...
So is everybody ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
My god, Hero exists.
Kidding, I'm kidding. How could I forget that little fucking piece of... She's a crucial part of this class trial this time.
Oh, for fuck's sake, don't spoil it.
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just a moment, please. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. What's for breakfast?
Stop!
It's never going to stop. Now let's hurry through this. This is going to be a long one.
Oh yeah, it is. We're in it for the long one. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Oh, fuck that. You're terrible.
Oh, so now everyone's here, right?
Toko's lines can go fuck themselves in the class trial. She can.
Okay then, hustle on the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro.
Chihiro Fujizaki.
Boring. Okay, let's go. This is a murder.
Someone's right here, in front of me. Like right in the middle of my fucking Why is he... He looks like he's being singled out.
You're really going for that Mondo addiction.
Nah, it's just... It could be Taka as well, but I don't think it's Taka. A lot of this is like, who strikes me personally.
Alright. Would you like to tell the audience what your new theory that you came up with?
Chihiro is secretly a boy.
Oh no, you came up with that in the episode, didn't you? Never fucking mind.
Another thing that supports that... can I just go, or do I have to talk to him?
I think so?
Yeah, fuck him.
It's true.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. But another thing that supports that is when we started doing the voices and I did that voice for her and you said, no, that's perfect. Well, she's dead now, so nothing's come into play that makes that perfect yet. So thank you for an extra bit of evidence, Finn.
You're welcome.
I give a small nod in reply, with one last deep breath.
To last me the entire trial.
I walk towards the elevator on shaky legs.
Shaky legs.
Whoa!
Shaky legs.
Oh,
Jazz
baby
square.
legs.
Jazz square, and big finish.
Whipster, whipster,
that was-
whipster.
That was a very obscure reference.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
I didn't think you would.
We are which? Earth, fire, water, air, which? That's an obscure reference. If I just leave this, will they go down to China eventually?
No, because they're in Japan.
Yeah. The elevator curves, don't worry about it.
China is always on the other side of the world.
Every time,
Always.
apart from when it's Australia. Blah, blah, blah.
Or Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
Oh.
you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
I didn't notice a difference, actually.
I was just going to ask you if you noticed.
I don't remember what it looked like before. Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very nice.
Good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Oh, this room. I just remembered that this room appears in Danganronpa 3, the anime. Continue.
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
Sorry, I wasted your time again.
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
They're not seats, they're podiums. Blah, blah, blah.
Deadly class trial. Yeah.
Doodly, daddly, deadly.
They're still doing that shit in Danganronpa 2. Right,
So
set
deadly.
skills. We have some new breathing. What does breathing technique do? What does it do? Focus gauge recovers more quickly. Awesome. That's awesome. Algorithm. What does algorithm do? Increase the speed of memorizing a statement. Excellent. Take that. Because you haven't been introduced to that mechanic yet. And that's
Okay.
everything. Right, let's go through all the evidence. Go into our truth bucket where we keep our truth bullets. Okay. The victim was Chihiro Excuse me.
Sorry.
The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 in the morning. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. Cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. You can press the bumpers.
Oh.
Although Chihiro wanted to get stronger, she declined several invitations from Sakura and Aoi and may have used the locker room late at night to avoid them. Despite this, Chihiro had stated that she desired help with her efforts. She may have been meeting someone in the locker room when the night she was murdered.
This backs up what I'm saying.
The dumbbell found on the floor of the girls' locker room had a significant amount of blood
And
on
that
it.
proves how much of a guy she was.
Chihiro had told everyone willing to listen that she wanted to get stronger. Some assumed that due to her inferiority complex about being weak, she admired strength more than anything else. To unlock a locker room, you need to swipe your e-handbook over the card reader. You need a male student's handbook to open the boys' locker room and a female student's handbook for the girls. It is not possible for 2 people to enter at the same time. Additionally, lending someone your handbook is a violation of school regulations. Handbook of each student that has died is placed in the mailbox in the main hall. One of the handbooks found in the main hall has been broken, which is apparently a rare occurrence. Junko and Sayaka's handbooks both seem to still work, so it is assumed that the broken handbook is Leon's. However, Monokuma claims that it is very unlikely that Leon's handbook would have been broken. Suspected genocide Jack victims include those bitches, among countless others. They were killed in the same way, mounted to a nearby wall. The word bloodlust was found at the scene of each crime, written in blood. Profiling indicates the killer is likely a student suffering from a split personality. Chihiro seems to have consciously kept her distance from the other girls at the school, even from the beginning. Meanwhile, it had been noticed that she got along remarkably well with her male classmates. The carpet in the boys' locker room was found with a blackish stain on it. Blood was found on the poster in the girls' locker room. The poster features a big-breasted supermodel popular among young boys. I'll fucking say. Meanwhile, the poster in the boys' locker room was for a boy band popular with teenage girls. Chihiro's handbook was not found on her corpse and has apparently gone missing. Chihiro's body had been suspended and her hands had been bound with some kind of rope. Her fatal injury was a blow to the head. Sakura mentioned that she was responsible for a coffee stain on the girls' locker room floor. However, the stain had since been inexplicably scrubbed away. Byakuya was known to use this lamp often. However, the extension cord had gone missing at some point and the lamp's cord couldn't quite reach the outlet. On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Presumably, she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene. Celeste had not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter. Okay.
Blue. Huh. Okay. Trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
So, you're
Can I skip this then?
Yes, he says this at the start of every trial. Right, murder weapon. Straight into a non-stop debate.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Do you remember how to play?
No.
Well, I can't remember the buttons on a controller, so good luck.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Locker room dumbbell!
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a
Blunt instruments.
A blunt instrument, but got it.
What the fuck did you just do? Oh, why?
I bet it was an iron.
Fuck!
Uh,
Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Or Chihiro.
how do you speed up the thing? You can speed up
I
the
don't
text.
know.
You remember, please use that noggin of yours. Oh, press RB. Press right bumper.
It appears it was a head.
Okay, maybe not.
It's alright, it's right here though.
According to the Monokuma file,
Okay.
the killer
Still, it'd be nice to know.
used instrument. But what kind of
Oh.
What?
Oh, no. He said maybe it was an iron pipe, but it wasn't an iron pipe.
That's fucking dumb.
Head wound.
This
I
is
mean,
dumb.
According to the Monokuma file,
I mean, because oh, yeah, it's not until Danganronpa 2 they introduce blue weak spots where you agree with what they are saying. Because here we have to directly find a contradiction in what they are saying, and iron pipe is a contradiction.
The object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime. It was covered in blood.
Yep,
And the wound on the victim's head,
Yep.
as far as I'm concerned,
yep.
looked at her head wound.
Well, yes.
That's so creepy.
Well, someone had to do it.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although
Okay.
I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
It
So
was
do you
me.
think Mondo is Genocide Jack? Or do you think Genocide Jack committed the murder?
I think Genocide Jack might be Toko. But I don't think Toko committed the murder. The next most likely would be Mondo. After that is Taka.
what? For real?
Chihiro's killer
Okay.
is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide
Who's he
Jack.
pointing at? Me?
Genocide Jack.
Genocide. Blah,
Oh,
blah, blah, blah.
a new element has been added to non-stop debates.
Ah.
Absolutely. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear
Oh,
to
go
disrupt your
away.
reactions. What?
This is irritating.
Your truth bullets will
So there's
disappear.
blocks that I have to avoid.
Yes. Oh,
Oh, and I can
okay.
destroy them by pressing A.
Yes, you can destroy them by pressing A. Yes, do that. But Kev, if you shoot a main statement with the silencer, you'll be attacked. The time limit will be attacked. It's not censorship at all. Okay, but I think actually destroying white noise regains time, like a second or something, a precious second.
Genocide Jack case file.
Culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on.
Where's the
Like,
statement?
come on.
Proof for it.
There we go.
Boom shakalaka. Break. I got him.
I find this much easier with a mouse.
Probably. I just like that camera zoom.
I found this file.
This fucking mosquito.
You did not find that file, you cheating little shit. By the way, what's that about movement, Bob?
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
I guess it's some kind of confidential.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
file.
anyone have told me that.
What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly,
Okay.
it outlines all the specifics of every genocide
Every
case in
Genocide Jack
exceeding
case.
Exceeding. So,
Exceeding
what's it
detail.
exceeding?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
It's exceeding what they should have put, because they also said, like, what colour the floor was.
The first is that a bloody message is found.
A bloody message!
Oh, that bloody mess.
Oh, bloody message! Fucking message!
Lad, did you hear about that bloody message that Genocide Jack left at his crime scene?
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Wait, what did he say? Blood loss?
I think he said it with a capital B.
Other characteristic, and it's never been made public.
Or he might have said... I fucking know.
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Why do I have to do everything?
It was how the position was...
Yeah. You got it.
How the position was...
Genocide Jack case, the killer
The police bleh.
The police.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police
Wonderful.
department.
How do you know about this, Makoto?
Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
But was she?
How did the culprit know about this?
No, there were no scissors.
High-level police officials
No,
were
there
aware?
weren't. You're not meant to pick up on that until a while.
I
Yeah,
think of.
thank God.
It's
I
because
guess
the
I'm just
culprit
so
in this
smart.
case Is the real Genocide Jack? No fucking.
Oh.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Poor Leon.
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Oh, okay.
Genocide Jack's
Just
true
pointing the
identity
finger.
is Toko
He
Fukawa.
sure is. I mean, I already called it. Why is he saying that? Under what evidence is he lying?
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever.
Bloodophobia.
Serial killer is afraid of blood.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Why is he phrasing it like he's on a fucking TV show? Oh yeah,
Well,
he's got a
because
fucking
the-
Sherlock complex.
Because the answer is kind of yes and no.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because split personality is weird.
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it.
I'm smart,
Yeah,
right?
my brain's working. Oh, those cells are rubbing together.
Hangman's Gambit.
Gangman's Gambit. What do I do here?
God. You shoot. Wait, what? What's the word? Shoot an S quickly. Okay, so no, stop. Right.
Schizo.
Yes. Wait. Yes. Well done.
Where's the O?
and then- there it is.
Schizo.
Now I understand.
How rude.
You fucking filthy schizo!
That's not politically
Genocide
correct.
Jack has a split personality?
I
I think I read that
I love
somewhere
that
in the
face.
file.
hate it.
I love it.
Thought that the suspect
love
might have,
Love it.
what did they call
I
it?
want it to be mine.
Dissociative identity.
You want that to be
disorder.
your face?
I'll pin it to the wall.
Well, you probably could after what happens to her.
Oh, okay. Still,
I'm
I
cruel.
wouldn't say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Miss Fuckawa.
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual.
Yes, Makoto. I am.
Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's
And then
corpse,
she
and
stood the
then
fuck
when
up
she
and
woke
was all
up,
crazy and shit. And her tongue was hanging out.
This is all fascinating.
Are you excited to meet Genocide Jack?
Yes.
Well, Genocide Jack is probably actually my favorite. Other than the villain, is probably my favorite character in the game.
Not to mention, when she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she
Weird.
was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality.
Meanwhile,
that can
Toko
blood,
is the
and one that
worst.
obviously can't.
It's
You
kind
did
of
that on
funny.
purpose.
I don't know.
So when
Well, no one
Toko
intentionally
tried to
makes a
set her
bad
up,
character.
It's because she was scared.
You
of
do if you were
Genocide
going to
Jack?
pair it with a great character to add a contrast.
Suppose.
Hello. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She locked herself in her room.
Oh, Genocide Jack is the ultimate serial killer.
Really?
Even Genocide Jack is an ultimate.
It was to keep her
For
other
fuck's
personality
sake.
from getting out.
That's why there's an extra place there. She's gonna move to the next place. It wasn't movement, Bob.
No, it's the same student.
Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of
Technically.
her. Of
Technically,
killing
it's the same
even more
student.
people.
Technically.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I figured it out.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
I see.
She told me a most interesting story.
She told me a most interesting story about this time, with this one time out of 1,000, she killed someone.
Any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
I guess that secret thing must have affected her badly.
This is all a lie.
Yeah, what do you think her secret was?
Right, Toko?
She wet the bed.
She wouldn't tell anyone.
Her secret is she loves Byakuya.
What?
Ah, man, her secret is that she is Genocide Jack.
You lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your
That's the
tragic little
biggest
story.
fucking secret.
I didn't ask. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Boom!
Right.
Boom!
Besides,
Write this
you
into a
broke
book,
your
bitch.
promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
But, never mind.
You still stood there, shaking. This is reminding me of the gaping demon's head. Brrrring.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
What the fuck, Byakuya?
The only reason I promised.
What the fuck,
how many times do
Byakuya?
I have to tell you? I never
Okay,
said
fair
that,
enough then.
But you wanted to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts
This is
were
too easy, it's
useless.
not her.
What a disappointment.
It's too, yeah, especially when he was the one that pointed it out.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
The opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Oh,
Person, you don't mean.
Just wanna let this I'll take a look at that real quick.
yeah, how's... That's
It's not how hair
Any-
works.
any more... I was looking at the skirt.
That too. For fuck's sake. She's going through a transformation, guys. Her legs are very short now. Ah!
Here she is!
It's fucking dumb. Genocide
She-
Jill!
It's Genocide Jill!
It's fucking stupid.
It's fucking retarded!
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend.
It's so fucking stupid!
Genocide Jill.
Took two people to,
Can I-
to voice that Coco.
Can I listen to this then?
Toko, what happened to you?
Sorry.
Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Yeah, I don't like this.
You don't like it?
Nah.
Oh,
It's too over the top.
They say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
it's too over the top.
Yeah. There's no... Like, okay, over-the-top villains are great, but this is like... Nah, you're just pushing it
Dude.
now.
Fucking the rocket ship.
Monokuma is over the top in the correct way. Monokuma, yeah? Okay, over the top, when I'm talking about over the top, I mean, with her, it's like, oh, look, we've drawn her in the most, like, disturbing way we could possibly think of, which makes her less disturbing. We've made her, like, have a screamy, hysterical voice, which makes her less disturbing. Monokuma has a voice, like you keep saying, is like the perfect blend of an innocent that still revels in murder. Monokuma can be very very over the top and
Charming.
shocking, but can also be very calm and charming. This is just pure over the top, which numbs you to it instantly.
Okay.
So no, Monokuma blows this fucking retard out the water.
Oh, undoubtedly. Oh yeah, I forgot about Monokuma. Yeah, just the main villain and Monokuma as a collective.
This, like, okay, so look, put it this way. This is only a step up from Makoto. Makoto is pure nothing. This is too much pure something else. There's no balance to it. And having it be Toko and Genocide Jill together does not create a balance because they are two different characters. So I can see what they were going with, but this is just boring.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of
I like her mostly because of the way she speaks.
behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as
None of
Yeah.
this is not showing my point very well.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, none
Oh,
of this
classic
poetic.
dialogue.
I don't like any of this poetic shit.
This is the dumb shit Genocide Jack? This is fucking stupid!
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question? What's up?
Okay, that was good. That's a little bit of that's a spark of difference then. I like that.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
Yeah, but you're not.
Just kidding!
Really isn't.
It's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Monokuma!
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally
Where's this
powerless.
coming from?
I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Oh
Sure,
right.
I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt.
You get used to
people.
the tongue.
It's a necessary evil if you want
It
to
never
live.
stops
It's
being
excessive.
stupid.
Of living itself.
It never stops being stupid, but you get used to it. The kind of ruined tone Danganronpa.
This should be enough to convince
I
you.
don't think you want to keep
This
talking before you
murderous
reveal
No.
is
something.
responsible
No, I
for the
don't.
hero's death.
No, I was going to talk. I was going to talk about
Shut
one
up.
of the.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be
I
revealed.
definitely prefer this to Toko.
Well, let's assume
Yeah, who
the
wouldn't?
secret was about Genocide
Toko.
Jack. If a secret like that came
That
true,
who wouldn't? That
Toko's
actually gives a
life
shit.
would have undoubtedly been forever
That
ruined.
actually matters.
Kevin.
So she had a very clear motive.
Kevin.
To never have
Who's
that
Kevin?
side of
Game of
herself
Tilson Rise.
exposed.
Kevin doesn't matter.
Whoa! Holy shit, Finn, that's brutal!
Very, very interesting.
And why would Kevin prefer Toko?
Because Kevin would try and see the good in her, but this is just like, he'd be the same as me. He's like, this is just too excessive. I can't care about this.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah, I could never believe a word you
But she
said,
has
you
evidence.
monster.
But I have evidence. Woo. By the way, does anyone know what's for breakfast?
What she said, details. Okay, fine, let's fucking do this shit. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No,
More proof do we
Oh.
need.
we missed.
I didn't miss, I was just thinking about
Give
it.
it up. You killed her.
Sorry,
All
but I
right.
didn't kill anyone.
Speed it up.
Say that, but do you really
I can't remember
expect
how.
any of us to believe it?
No, the other button.
What did that do?
That slow. That consumed. You consumed your focus gauge to concentrate.
Cool. That one.
There.
Oh, shit, fuck, I pressed the wrong
Fuck.
one. No! Fucking...
Please speed the game up.
Wait, how?
Give it up. You
How?
Figure it out.
I've pressed everything.
You haven't.
I've
Because
pressed every... You know, it might be tab. It's not tab.
It's control. I thought you were on a controller.
I can use the keyboard as well, though.
Hold control.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi.
There we go, there we go.
What more proof?
What the fuck?
I think you just missed. Okay. Fucking
Alright, don't worry.
hold control, and then when you get to that statement, use the focus gauge.
You say that, but perhaps if you had an
Fuck the white noise.
Murders to the modus operandi matches.
Son of a bitch! Fucking... Fuck you!
Oh, Jesus
Give
Christ.
it up. You killed her.
Did you forget the button?
Oh, I
you
missed.
say that, but perhaps if you had an
When you compare your past murders to the modus operandi.
Fucking... There. Done.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Fifth time's a charm, no, that's wrong.
Wait a second!
Really exactly the same?
After hearing you say that for the fifth time.
Well, I mean, I'm role-playing Mikoto, I
I
guess.
think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
She killed on a school night.
oh, you don't know.
On a weekend.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you.
Why didn't you do that at the beginning?
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way
Set of skills.
doing things. Imagine you go
That make men like me a woman.
very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro?
And imagine that you order some milk tea.
Italian restaurants started using
Milk
ragu or
tea.
Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more
So,
sense.
in other words, let
She
me
do a
rephrase
murder
that.
and not a way she do a murder.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
What? What? What?
They were stabbed, not bludgeoned.
I got it.
Yeah, I suppose.
For one,
It almost
every
threw me
single-
off
that's
then.
different.
Yay! I did it! I did the burb!
Jack murders. All the victims were killed the same way.
In every single murder case, they've always been stabbed,
They've
not
always
bludgeoned.
burped.
According to the case,
What?
they
Nothing.
were all apparently killed with
A pair of scissors.
Of skizzers?
A
Chihiro
sizz
got
of
him over
pears.
the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their
Oh, it'd be
method?
very
There's
strange.
more.
How peculiar.
One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Mmm.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
This is just making me hungry to eat a person.
Yeah, this is just making me people to... Wait. This is making me people. The photogenocide as the victims were stabbed through their hands.
I got it.
I got it.
Do you
Oh, there's also a
remember
third
what the killer
difference.
used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by
Some
her
kind of
wrists.
rope. Except it
Some
wasn't
kind of
rope.
rope that isn't a rope, but I'm not telling you
Well,
this yet.
In all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
That's right, scissors.
Specifically,
Some kind of
pairs
rope must have been
razor-sharp
used.
Scissors.
Razor sharp!
Razor scissors.
Those definitely look like some sharp scissors.
Specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
I like how we can't see her tongue here.
Like I said,
Fuck!
I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Big Mac
Okay.
Koto.
I'm not even fat.
I'm not a pony.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's
Stop it, you're freaking me out.
Huh?
The rest of it didn't, but this is too weird.
my word. notice? Take a look at who the victims were.
So because Toko is two characters, there are actually like you have to fulfill that Genocide Jack's report card as well.
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Trap. Pattern. Is it that they're all guys?
As a matter of fact.
Ah.
A gun! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Chihiro was a girl?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in
They
common.
all had penises. Not that they were male.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men.
She would have tried to kill Byakuya.
I can't believe I said it!
Ooh.
I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full...
Do you like her yet? After
No.
she said someone is being paid money to write these lines.
You wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
If an Italian chef isn't making ramen, he can fuck off.
Too much
Ramen's good, bitch. Don't fucking talk shit about ramen.
reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly
I don't think
explained
she wasn't dissing. You missed the point. She's clearly too clever for you.
Nah, ramen.
kill in order to
Although
She
ramen
said,
is delicious.
she said, oh, I guess as chef we should just start cooking ramen or some shit.
slowly, Kirk.
Oh, fuck.
I would never kill for a reason.
He pulled a
other than mere
face.
Survival. And if by some fluke I
Fucking
did kill to survive,
Hifumi's down with this Byakuya bashing.
bother with the message and arrangement. It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
You don't have any, though.
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I
Yeah.
always use my
I can
own
eat my fingers too, you know.
envy of the entire world. Scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, she brought some with her. No, but how? Oh! Terrible flash animation!
It looks so stupid.
Look at the fucking hair. It's a different shade of color where they've got it on a fucking swivel point.
Yeah, it is.
She's fully equipped.
That's right. So I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my
How did she
side?
get them in then? Unless
Tell me I'm wrong.
Monokuma let her.
Gutter dogs are.
Probably just let her. Where was she hiding them?
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot.
Vagina, the one place no one would look.
Question anyway.
Toko's vagina.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Well, quote unquote. Innocent in this case, maybe. That's like saying, oh, and someone in fucking someone in one part of the world died while Hitler was alive. How could it not be Hitler? He kills loads of people.
But the body really was
He
suspended.
kills loads of people.
Nobody but the
Must
police
be
knew about
him.
that.
Hitler's alive in the world right now, and Jeff just died. It's got to be
Yeah.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh, 30 million and 30 million and one.
Deal. And killer or whatever.
What's one more? Oh, was Jeff Jewish? Oh, yeah, Jeff was Jewish. Why not? Jeff was Jewish.
No, Jeff was actually a Nazi as well. But like, you know, Hitler's Hitler. He, who
Well,
fucking
Hitler-
knows?
Hitler killed Rommel, so
Yeah, but was he gassed? Well, no, he was stabbed with a pair of scissors. Well, then it's not Hitler. Who's to say Hitler wouldn't branch off? You know?
no.
One person
He
is probably just,
killed 30 million people by the same method. Who was? What was
One
the
person.
question? What was the
One
question?
person who could have copied Genocide Jack's methods.
Well, there you go.
Here's my answer.
Huh.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
I was so fucking happy when I got to this point, so I was like, yes! Yes, we're gonna kill Byakuya! Yes!
No.
Get rid of it!
No, I love him too much. He doesn't die.
Because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
He rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adult
She's actually fairly clever. To an extent.
What, her?
Somewhat.
What's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls
Actually, no, she's bumfuck stupid. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
When would you say they began acting suspicious?
I'm just thinking.
Why would she reveal, like, so much about how she kills? Now, if anyone fucking dies, they're gonna suspect her.
Looking back and thinking about it now,
Now I reckon she's gonna be a victim.
the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
The girls' locker room.
Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You sound like you're talking from the back of the room.
Do I?
Right away, right?
Oh, so I have my arm in front of my mouth. I'm using the mic. There's a microphone on my right that's picking me up. And then the one you're hearing me through is on my left. And I had my hand next to my mouth on the left side so you couldn't hear me.
Hey.
But no, it'll come out fine on the recording.
Alright.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary,
Baby, baby,
there's
baby,
something
baby,
very
baby,
strange.
baby.
Makoto, fucking
Okay,
drop it.
then. What's so strange about it? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been... Oh, sorry. Fine,
Yes.
Christ.
We're gonna
True flashback.
true flashbacks. When you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button instead of pressing it,
Yeah.
then you'll memorize the weak spot,
Oh.
and it becomes a truth bullet.
This is No, I don't want to do this.
Oh, it's brilliant! It's a brilliant mechanic.
No.
I love non-stop debate, and they last. You lose that truth bullet if you shoot it, but they stay behind even after the debate is over and restarts. So you can use. Sometimes the answer might be to use a weak spot from later in the testimony to a weak spot from earlier. I will help guide you through it.
This is irritating.
I love it. I think it's brilliant.
Fucking irritating.
I think these are really clever mechanics.
No. It's irritating.
I disagree.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Axe was kind of weird before we found the body.
How? If you
Anyway,
had
how?
the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural
He's
reaction
a
for any
freak.
guy.
The victim
Indeed
was
it is, but
Chihiro,
he's still a
who
freak.
was a girl. So of
Ah,
course I
oh
would
yes.
suggest we
Okay,
check
I got it.
the locker room
That we were meant to
first.
memorize
There was
that.
no time for
I think.
pointless distractions.
Or were we? Hang on a
What's
minute.
so strange about that?
I wish you'd
Have you spotted the contradiction?
No.
How did he know that it was Chihiro?
Wasn't it announced?
Not until 3 people had already
So,
discovered
you
it.
said Byakuya
And even then, it
was
wasn't announced to be Chihiro.
But he was acting weird.
Oh no, maybe we meant to memorize before we found the body and then shoot victim was Chihiro. Because, yes, because that's just it. The victim was he knew before we found the body. That is the contradiction. Okay, so...
Okay.
Memorize that. We can memorize faster because of a skill that we've got.
Oh, good.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the
Breathing technique, I think it is. Thank you for that, Sakura.
The victim was Chihiro.
There we go. Excellent.
No!
Nigga, that's bullshit!
Bad Byakuya bad!
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
My
Because
penis!
up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Yeah!
So you're claiming
Oh, he didn't do it.
Girl's locker
That's what
room
fucking
because
that's what
Chihiro
fucking
was the
Fat
victim
Boy does.
doesn't
Hifumi.
Oh.
Every time someone says anything, he goes, Kya!
See,
Say what?
I must admit, interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? He should be fucking happy that I figured out he's a filthy killer. It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
Impressive Pursuit isn't playing. We haven't got him cornered yet.
There must be more to it.
There is.
There is more to it. Think about it.
That was an
No.
Ace Attorney joke.
Talked about the
I know.
differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Is it?
So, proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The difference between this case and the Genocide Jack murders, the evidence proves Byakuya is responsible for being hidden there. What could it be? Huh. The fact that it was tied up with the cord.
No, I might be because he had access to the files, so he read about them.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those
Very
same
own-
scissors to arrange the body.
I used the same scissors to arrange the body.
Suspended with
Chihiro was suspended with
kind of rope. Was it
some kind of rope, some weird cord-like thing.
There must be something very fishy indeed. about
Very
that.
fishy.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
Hey.
I'd never
Huh?
seen that rope before in my life.
There we go.
Get fucked, son.
Actually, I'm
That
pretty
was
sure
such
you
a blatant
have
lie.
before. Because you see, that rope, or should I say,
Extension cord!
that extension cord?
What? An extension?
Yucky. You've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
Why didn't he just move
And
the
there's
lamp?
no way someone who uses
Why
that
was there a
extension
second
cord as
lamp?
much as you do wouldn't
How many
discover
lamps
that
has he
fact.
got?
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord.
I kill people with lamps.
Another possibility.
That's my thing.
Yeah, swapped out scissors for lamps.
I am fucking
The lamprey.
That's really
massacre
conclusion is
Mark.
something like this. I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody
Ugh.
message.
Oh, he said it for the record. We'll take
Oh.
that as a confession.
Intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
Okay.
Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved? Of course!
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
It's too easy.
Sorry, but could
It's
we hold
over
on
too
just a
soon.
second?
As opposed to Leon.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something.
What is there left to talk about?
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the
Your
girls' locker room,
face.
then
That's
disguised
what's
my
bothering
crime.
me.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work
Why
of a
is he
homicidal
admitting to
psychopath.
it?
What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept that Byakuya said it is the truth? No, I don't think so. There's some,
Scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that
Oh,
the murder
fuck.
took place somewhere else?
Oh,
How
fuck!
Disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true
Whoops.
letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about
Wow,
that.
they've got a nice subtlety to the sarcasm in that voice
How could
actor's
the scene
voice.
of the crime have been anywhere
He
else?
is gorgeous.
Well,
He ain't no
I think
me,
it's
though.
entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, Did I just take you off guard? Wow, and I'm a boring piece of shit.
I did something?
Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Oh, that's meant to be a vein popping in his forehead.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Where is it?
Read the. You skipped over it. Up.
Ah, there we go.
I got it!
I got it!
Killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
We got it. We did it. We did it. Yeah.
The poster in the girls'
The
locker
proof
room.
is in the poster. Yeah.
A picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of
I want someone to isolate that sound bite. I'm gonna send that to Megan every fucking day.
Big boobed supermodel.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had
Diabetes.
a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again,
Dude, I fucking love
that
Tornado. I
doesn't
don't even
really
talk
seem to
shit.
belong in a boys' locker room.
It's better than
Fuck you!
Sayaka's.
I fucking love Tornado. Fuck you.
So you're
It's better than Sayaka's band.
Yeah, fucking Dale Lula La.
And there's one other thing.
Wait, is Tornado a real band?
Locker rooms.
No. I'm being facetious.
No, you're not.
You know what I'm
No,
talking
you
about.
fucking aren't. You piece of fucking shit.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Do we want to give context to that?
Finn's tired of me saying facetious when it doesn't actually apply. What I mean is sarcastic, but I say facetious to annoy him.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
Protein.
Actually, I crushed the glass in my hand because I was too...
I put the glass in my mouth and I chewed it and spat it back onto the ground because it was not top quality protein coffee. Oh yeah, sorry about that. We couldn't really find any of the good shit. They can get access to fucking... That's one thing that gets me. She mentioned it wasn't high quality. You can get access to fucking, like, highly classified documents, but good quality protein coffee is, like, a no-go.
They do have good quality protein coffee. That's just the stuff that Monokuma decided to shove into the warehouse.
Oh, okay.
The good quality protein coffee's on the... third floor?
Cunt is holding out!
Hmm?
That cunt is holding out on us. Okay, so it was moved.
I got it!
I got it.
Locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
I gooped
Did it.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's
But how did the
definitely a
carpet?
stain from my protein
What, did he
coffee.
photograph it?
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
Maybe someone else figured out that she was the serial killer then.
Oh.
In other words, in order to completely swap the
Take a
scene of
sip.
the crime.
No, Byakuya's already admitted to making it look like a Genocide Jack murder.
So it was him then.
That made it look like a Genocide Jack murder, yes, but we're still trying to figure out if he was the actual murderer.
Why would he do that?
Good fucking question.
Unless he wanted to reveal Toko's secret in the class trial. But then why would he tamper with the body like that?
The killer was able to change the entire
He does
room where
explain.
the murder took place.
Did he want to make it more interesting for
That's
everyone else?
That's exactly what he wanted.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What a fucking cunt!
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why
That is
would
exactly
bother doing
down
it?
to a T what he wanted. Actually, probably wanted to make it more interesting for himself more than anything.
So that he can act superior when he reveals it all.
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room,
How did Chihiro
how
get in
did
there?
Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Because Chihiro is a boy!
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card.
That's why she never wanted to go swimming!
But Chihiro's handbook.
And that's why my final thoughts at the end of that one episode were, always be yourself, don't worry about what other people think.
She had no way to get into the boys'
I told you I
locker
chose my
room to
words
begin with.
carefully.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
A penis!
I highly doubt that.
A penis!
I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Look at my crystal ball and you'll see her crystal balls. They're not actually made of crystal though.
Tucker's shocked by what you said.
Crystal balls? Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible?
Est
Could
possibly?
Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
The title of Ultimate Hacker goes to someone else, bruh.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
Oh!
Yeah,
Get her. Get
'cause it was-
fucked, son.
because it was broken.
No, I don't think
Get
Chihiro
to
usually uses-
Brokadu.
It's the broken.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Yasuhiro-san.
Because a Leon the handbook was a broken.
Well then,
Zorro edition.
pretty impossible, huh?
A pretty
I am struck
impossible.
silent by how quickly you gave up.
I am
Are
Mr.
you?
Locus.
I am so silent right now. Listen to how silent I am.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using
Plus,
someone else's
isn't
file?
there a regulation against...
They're learning your
Blah blah. Blah 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 blah
says
blah blah.
nothing about borrowing one.
Uh-huh.
In other words, you could borrow
Take a
dead
sip.
person's handbook all
Yeah,
you want,
take a
and
sip.
you'd be
You
safe.
could borrow.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course.
Much like she was hit square on the noggin. She's dead.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst. You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Without a
Okay
penis.
then, I vote for Byakuya.
I vote for a penis.
That's what I'm voting in the next general election.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya's the one who did it? Really? But
Come
still...
on, Kyoko, say something. Thank you.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
You've hardly been speaking.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
Having a penis.
What are you talking about? What other way
Got a
is there?
big old floppy dick.
Well, to explain that,
Nice and windy cause she wears a skirt.
why don't we take a little break
She wears
from the
bloomers.
trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
I guess her dick was an early bloomer. That was nice.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that...
Oh, she knows how to press his buttons.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Now I know the bitch is playing me, but I'm a sucker to be played.
Well, all right then. I declare an official class...
I fill with hope that she's playing me so I can turn it into despair.
Now then, what is it you want
The
to
condition is you've gotta listen to...
Be very unhappy.
You've gotta listen to 7 more Monokuma theaters. Fuck it, let's kill ourselves.
Oh,
You gotta listen to Sayaka's hit album 24/7 on loop.
What I would do is I would kill myself, so they'd have to throw my body out because I'm free, and that will reveal to the people of the world. That'll show him.
But if you kill yourself, then they convict you as being the murderer.
No, they won't though. They won't know I killed myself. Why would I do that? They fucking argue until they vote for someone. And they'd never find any evidence to point towards it just being me. Blah, blah, blah.
That'd be a very elaborate suicide to make it not look like a suicide.
The girls' locker room?
Yeah. But I could do it. I could pull it off. And what are they gonna do? Kill me if I'm wrong?
Oh, Missy.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body.
Oh, we're not gonna fucking look at her penis, are we?
Is this voice acted?
Yeah.
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Can you remember when she told us to examine the body thoroughly?
Yeah. I love the idea that they go up to it and start prodding it and poking it, and someone gets the confidence and just puts a hand there and goes, ah!
Examine her.
Is that a tumor? Is that a...
Oh!
No way.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Give me a living one and I'll be cool, but like...
I'll fucking... At this point, I'd be like, okay, for fuck's sake, I'll do it.
I would already be like mashing the titties, you know?
Yeah, because, like, fine, if none of you are going to do it, I'll do it, because someone has to.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let
Bitch, have you seen me? My tits are bigger than yours, and they look smaller. I am not a woman.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
I like the idea that she goes up there and she's like feeling around and she discovers that Chihiro's a guy and goes, "You too, huh?"
So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
It's not me that's screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
Here I go. The words that you want to hear before someone starts fondling into it.
Please excuse me.
I've never done this before. This is my first time.
I think I broke something.
Be sure to check her entire body. And I
Why
will-
don't you just say, check her penis?
Bitch has got a penis.
I know you say that, but what? This is... What is this?
Now watch and learn. Here's the deal. You've discovered her banana peel.
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
a boy.
I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
You're joking, right?
That's funny.
I wouldn't joke about this.
Lol, got you.
I'll rip her pants off right now, look!
It's really true? Chihiro
I thought we were gonna keep zooming in then.
Me too.
The Monokuma file gets like a dick pic.
Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to
So
tell
what do you think,
everyone.
what do you think Chihiro's secret was?
Chihiro's secret is that she wet the bed.
Up until 6th grade.
4th.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
That was fun.
It's fun. We got
I'm
to
with-
fondle.
I do
We got to fondle a corpse.
We got to fondle a penis.
Now then,
Yeah, a
let's
dead
resume
penis.
the
A dead girl's penis.
We all just learned of the shocking
12-year-old dead girl's penis.
A 12-year-old dead girl's penis who also happens to be the ultimate programmer. What more could you want out of a day, basically?
Rock
Yes,
hard.
well,
Oh,
I don't know
man.
his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl.
Can we just keep calling her, though? Because it's, like, throwing me off now.
Yeah, no, they actually now call...
Fine.
I don't know why.
And because
The thought had never cross-dressed my mind.
Had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook.
That's a good one, that's a good one.
Yes.
You deserve a cookie for that one.
was a
Thank
boy.
you.
He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Told you, by the way, that Chihiro was a boy after we finished recording the first episode.
Did you?
Yeah, you just forgot.
Well, I mean, I knew you dropped subtle hints to it that I picked up on, but I don't remember you directly saying Chihiro's a boy.
I
Yeah,
still don't
I told
understand
you.
the motive for
Oh.
moving the body.
I thought you said
but
Sakura's
yes,
a
that
boy.
does seem plausible.
No,
Why have I been making all these jokes about Sakura's penis then?
Well,
because
I must admit
I thought that was
I did
you.
find it rather
No, I'm sure you've told me that Sakura's a boy.
No, she's
I
not.
knew he felt a little.
She's got tits.
off. There was a certain
I've seen the
incongruity to his
bathhouse scene. Can
female
confirm.
This is the most titillating situation!
Titillating.
body. So now everything.
Of which he didn't
All the
have.
mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well,
I'd still
deep
tap it.
or clear or
Yeah,
whatever, we still
I would.
ignore the killer, remember?
Pan. It's fucking
Just
awesome.
like, put a band-aid on it.
Very interesting. This has become
Wait, you
very
still tap it while he was dead?
Listen, all I'm saying is... nothing.
He's off in his own little world.
Adorable.
What about you,
I mean,
Makoto?
it's strung up, and
Everything we've learned,
you know,
do
all
still
we gotta do
think
is just
Byakuya's
spread the
the
arse
killer?
cheeks, and the rest is easy.
Barely even need to do that, to be honest.
Well, without a
Yeah, you
doubt,
probably
the
do. He's probably got a
that made
tiny
Chihiro's death
arse.
look like Genocide
Yeah,
Jack did.
suppose.
You saw how big you saw how small she was.
How big he was. Not very.
But,
Not very at all.
but I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What?
Hmm.
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
Might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little...
I'm waiting for her to call him a fucking idiot.
How can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
That stuff.
So that's your
Stuff.
thinking.
That's gorgeous
Stuff.
writing.
It bothers me that you
Brilliant
don't
writing.
know
10 out of
criminals,
10.
But it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to...
What were you doing in the girls' locker room?
Never considered this. What were you doing in the girls' locker room?
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now.
No, he said
I'm telling you
fucking.
the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter
Many
right
people have
now.
asked me that same
Uncovering
question.
the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
I asked myself that very question that night. Like, why did I
About it a
bother?
little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, we just fucking established that it wasn't him.
If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they're being a bit casual about
Very
it.
well then. I'm with you too.
Damn.
Kyoko's gloves are
Count me in.
beautiful.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's
don't-
discuss this all as a group one more time.
Can he not say one clever thing, please? Because I want to like him.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent.
I'm at least
Then shall we
30%
resume
right.
our game of hide and seek?
I have approximate knowledge on almost everything. Hello, Fern. Ah, you almost got my name right. How did you almost know my name? Alright. There's one thing we know about the killer, which means the killer is a guy. Since the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you'd have to need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have used their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy.
I'm replaying Ace Attorney. I've noticed that In Other Words appears a lot in that as well.
It's
think
just
the
very
Japanese
suitable.
thing-
It's very well. They have several different terms for In Other Words that they use, but especially in detective things, In Other Words is very useful for explaining all the information in great detail and then breaking it down into a short resume of it. It's like the perfect phrase for this sort of scenario. Whee! I like the idea that they're spinning, not the camera. Celeste's account, right? What did she say again?
There a single
She
clue
said
that
how
might
she
lead
saw
us to-
Chihiro last night.
Ah, yeah, in the
Clues are
thing.
one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
Oh.
I'm sure if someone saw the
Thingamadobbly.
killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
There we go, there we go, there we
It's
go.
over.
Oh, fuck.
All over.
It's all
You wanna know
over.
who saw the victim?
It's all
The killer.
over.
And only the killer. And it's not like they're just...
And only the killer. No, that was it right there. Only the killer. Because that was the contradiction.
Oh, look, there's a reference.
Yup.
Game over!
And he ruined it. Great.
Isn't there a single clue that might
Right.
lead us to...
Any new info is not a contradiction.
Clues are one thing, but
That would be
did
a
nobody
blue.
Why would they do this, by the way?
I'm sure if someone saw the
To show
killer,
off that they
would've
can.
said something by now.
Yeah, Kevin can in fucking a basic editing tool.
Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new
So
info.
it's not that one.
It's over.
Oh, yeah.
It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim?
Right, and then
Come on.
The killer.
concentration. Oh, never mind.
Don't fucking need it, bitch.
No,
It was
it's
Leon
not.
Kuwata.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
What do you think,
Why do
Celeste?
they
then
like
would-
drag information out of each other rather than just tell them what they know?
Because they're just uncooperative cunts.
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly
Shut up, you
noises.
fucking cunt.
Just hurry up and tell us.
It was last night, right before night.
Nicht team.
I saw
That had a
Celeste
lot of poison in.
the dormitory
What
warehouse.
from me?
Yeah. There was a lot of venom in that in what you said.
I don't like
Into a
Celeste.
duffel bag, and then
Do you love to hate her?
headed off to
No.
exercise.
Oh.
I feel like that's a joke somewhere. Like you've. I was supposed to get something, wasn't I?
No.
Oh.
No, I was just generally asking, do you hate her? Like, as
I
in-
like actually really dislike her.
And that
Okay.
was when you
She's
said something
irritating.
That struck me as rather odd.
But I don't like her on a character level, not on a badly written character level. Like, if she were a real person, I would not like her. Whereas with, like, Toko, there's no way Toko would be a real person, therefore I do not like her.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
Ah,
Why would he be in a hurry?
stop calling that
Only
gorgeous little
someone
femboy a he.
waiting for him, I think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to make his
I will,
and then it
I will
won't
fucking
work
call
out.
whatever Chihiro wants me to.
I'd call him a she, so that he can know who the dom is.
Him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was
If it
hiding,
means
right?
taking off that skirt and those bloomers, I will call it
He must have trusted
Chihiro-san, whatever they want me to.
enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
And who was Chihiro very close to?
Dun, dun,
Shit.
dun.
Taka!
Is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who
Taka and his bro haven't been broing out much recently.
I can't even guess.
No.
No, they haven't.
You already have what you need.
I kind
to
of just
make the
forgot
connection.
that.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
This is getting exciting all of a sudden.
These items, and it should become
Kyoko's like, fuck it, this is going too slowly, kick it into 6th gear.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the idea that they all already fucking know, and they're all trying to just get me to know.
You really think we can figure out who did it based
No,
on
Kyoko wants
pieces of
you to
evidence
tell
that we
everyone.
don't have?
Yeah, I don't like that. I should be able to figure it out for myself.
You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel
It's just a
bag
normal
from the
duffel
warehouse.
bag from the warehouse.
All the bags in there are the same, so
A normal
I
duffel
can't
bag.
imagine what would make that one special.
well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose
A
from.
decent variety of
Do you
tracksuits, you
think there
say?
might be some connection between the culprit
The
and
size of the
Chihiro's
jacket that's missing?
Perhaps. Let's explore
No,
that. and
'cause we
talk a
wouldn't be
bit more
leaving to
about
go
the
examine
jacket
it.
he took.
Alright,
See
let's
if you
think
can
about
figure
this.
this. See if you can figure this one out.
Is this Celeste's account from just now, or
Chihiro was headed.
the same one, yeah?
He was on his way
Same
to
one, yeah.
exercise.
That's fine.
So next we have to ask.
Yeah.
This one took me a couple of tries to figure out, but then it clicked.
Tracksuit that he did.
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No.
My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
You got it yet?
Would that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
No.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way
Celeste
to go
said
exercise.
that she saw Chihiro
Next, we have
leaving
to ask,
with any old
why
duffel
did he
bag.
choose the specific tracksuit that he
With
did?
any old
What do you
tracksuit.
mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
Thoughts?
There doesn't seem to be
White tracksuit personally.
two of any tracksuit.
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did anyone
think
There's a
that's it.
wide variety. There's a wide variety. Like there's lots of black ones, lots of blue ones, lots of white ones.
Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Celeste. Okay, so regular duffel bag, which the way you're saying it makes me think there's something to do with the duffel bag, but it doesn't get mentioned. But why would you?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Oh.
He was on his way to go
Oh.
exercise. So next we have to ask,
Oh.
why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
Did Celeste ever
What do
mention
you
it was
mean,
blue?
The specific tracksuit.
I got it!
Celeste never mentioned it was fucking blue.
Matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as...
Get fucked.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
That was a
Celeste
good one.
testified a few minutes ago. She said,
Yeah. Okay.
she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Same colour as my hair at the time.
And before we began the trial,
I had spent the last 48 hours dyeing it.
Is code for I spent the last 48 seconds changing the wig.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
I'm
Yeah.
sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, they're gone.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry.
Are you talking about Chihiro? So,
Don't you start fucking giving them nicknames. That's my thing!
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
no,
But what about the duffel bag? and then he stuffed the tracksuit into the duffel bag.
and Celeste never
He stuffed the duffel bag.
you just ran into him briefly,
It was,
possibly have seen
it was an ordinary duffel bag. How could you have known?
It was was the duffel bag transparent? I don't believe it was, Mr.
Was the
Owada.
duffel bag blue? No, it was ordinary. Mayhaps.
I do believe, Mr. Owada, that you are using that hair to dig your own grave.
Maybe perhaps it was a truffle bag. But that's irrelevant. Oh.
Oh, fuck you, Kyoko. Fuck you, Kyoko.
Finn said it better.
Handed him the shovel, didn't you?
Thank you.
You said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue.
Oh, don't fucking explain it like you're an anime. Oh, never mind.
Who did it to put them on edge?
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the
Except he's over there.
You know what? I did as well. So you're not that smart, bitch.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him!
This is actually a tricky one.
Which one of these two? But like, how is he acting?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently.
Bro.
You only call guys dude. For girls, it's
Yeah, that
chick.
one.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Can confirm I was looking out for this. He was.
I think I noticed
Once I
that as
picked up
well.
on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Especially because of how it was built up with him and Taka.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
Ay! I murdered a boy!
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
The fact that you're a goddamn criminal.
The fact that you've admitted
You're
when we
already a
very first
biker
met-
gang.
when we first met you, you admitted to us that you spent time in juvenile hall.
It is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with
And
a
because of
problem.
your
It seems
secret.
we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
And so have I.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really?
Oh yeah.
What kind of evidence?
I've been waiting for this.
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, that, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Yeah, I didn't think this would be important or anything.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from
Why the
scene
fuck
of
would it even
crime,
make you
right?
answer that?
For a fact.
I don't know.
Fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Why would you not think that's
Well,
relevant?
that's what I was hoping. But
Is Hina wearing a bra?
I don't know. Is Hifumi? Leon's and this one are both broken. Meaning there must be some correlation between the two, meaning they could have been switched.
To get rid of any evidence after the murder.
Huh.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
What you fucking say about my handbook?
Listen, you all might think this is a bit of a humdinger operation here, what with the broken door, the loopholes, and yeah, you know what, it's actually kind of shit.
They're totally what
Never mind the Gatling guns, the turrets, the giant all the metal plates on all the windows, the vault doors sealing the entrance, the fucking
Do you think there might be some kind of
robot
mystery
teddy
in there
bear.
somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
By exploiting a bug, I'd guess, or hitting its weak point.
It's weak point, yeah. It's quite badly worded, but it's meant to be weak point.
The handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that?
Yeah.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed
Can
to
you guess what the weak
break,
point is?
and two of them broke in quick succession, then
Screen.
Oh.
Then we can only
Am I?
assume that someone's figured
No.
out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So,
I don't know, the corners, I'd guess, but like, I don't know anything specific about it.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for push demands.
Can we leave? Can we leave? Can we leave? Can we leave? Can we leave?
Can we leave? Can we?
Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook.
The off button!
Exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
I flippin' knew it!
Did he find it in the
You
near the furnace? He found it near the furnace then.
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying
Oh.
on the floor.
Oh!
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a
This has been
burning
science with Monokuma!
So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Exactly one!
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook
The
in the sauna,
This Monokuma
then the
Theatre
killer
is
must
brought
have
to you
been
by
purposely
science.
trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
By breaking
How'd
Leon's.
they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Huh. They were in the sauna.
Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by
He
accident?
could have taken Leon's. I don't know why
What do
though.
you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to
The
dispose of
broken one isn't Leon's. He swapped his with Leon's.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done
Dun,
something like
dun,
Anyone
dun.
who took their handbook into the sauna.
Then why wasn't Taka's broken?
Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna
Think back to the
was...
sauna.
Didn't he give it
Think
to...
back to that. Think back to that homoerotic scene permanently burned into your brain.
I was too busy focusing on Taka's sick abs.
There you go.
He was naked.
Yep.
Right. I just fucking solved it myself by focusing on his sick abs.
Mom, the handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Bro!
Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Here's a photo of him killing Mr. Chihiro. The Broken E Handbook.
Let's test Makoto's
How do I switch
assertion.
these?
If what he says
bumpers?
is correct, then Mondo,
There we go.
you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Piece of shit, fuck you!
Get fucked by the white noise, motherfucker.
After all, Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Again! He did biker gang leader.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Okay.
In other words, if Mondo's
Take a sip.
handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works
Right.
just fine.
It's fucking well done.
No, that's wrong.
Played too much House of the Dead, son. You can't fool me.
Nigga, that's
The
wrong.
handbook you have right now. Is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in
What
the
it's
main
meant to
hall.
mean is
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Is
one
that
actually
handbook that
yours?
is currently in your possession, is it in fact in a state of where it is
What I
owned
mean is,
by
I
yourself?
think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Leon's been involved in 2 murders
After
now.
all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
Show us the
Doesn't
money.
that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is
Stealing.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind
What?
of a gray area,
That
I'll
is
admit,
like the flim.
but no
My
worries
the
if
way
it
I
is.
said it was
It
like
just
way
makes
less
things more
flimsy than that.
interesting.
Yeah, I never got that. That's
Now they're
so...
dead students. You should have just said, well, I mean, like, he didn't ask for it and they didn't give it, so it's not a loan.
As such, I
It just
would
says you
say
can't
that
loan it.
handbooks
It doesn't
with
say you
the
can't take
is
it.
not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on. Tell him he's wrong.
Bruh.
You are wrong.
Bruh.
You have to be wrong.
Bruh.
Everything you just said is wrong.
Bruh.
You made it all
Bruh.
okay. Then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Or why don't we look at his fucking
That way,
handbook?
Everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Or we could look at his handbook.
Well, tough shit. We need to get the closing arguments at some point.
Okay. Chihiro was there, putting the thing in. She goes, ah, and then there's a lady.
Putting a blue
And she's like-
tracksuit into a full duffel bag.
And then she's like, I have a penis. You
And
say
then
what?
Celeste cast the Sharingan.
and then she drops the knife.
I was waiting later to use that.
Praise the poster, said. Alright, so then after that, Celeste
so
was
what
like,
does-
see, you got a nice blue thing there, she said, with her Dr. Claw finger. I am Dr. Claw.
So I do, so I will stuff it into my bag. Goodbye, weird lady. And then there are the changing rooms. And then what happened at the changing rooms?
In. Handbook.
and then she dropped the knife.
And then she dropped this?
Then she dropped the handbook. I think so.
Boy. Or are they the other way around?
through all of them? No, because you don't enter and then swipe. Yeah, that's it. Right. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
She came in, she's like,
So,
and he was like,
hello. Hello, Gollum.
I was just putting my duffel bag in. I'm going to kill you. So what would you say? I was just doing this here. And then this guy was like dropping the knife. Splat.
And then
the dumbbell had the blood.
Yes.
Wait, no, because he
Wait.
drops it here, doesn't he?
No, then he dropped the dumbbell.
He praised the picture.
What? No, that's him swapping the posters. What the fuck?
The door was there the whole time.
No.
He stood in the room.
And then the changing room became a sauna. I don't know. Oh, then he took the book.
Oh no, it's showing the splatters.
Then he got splattered. Then the poster got splattered. Then he dropped the dumbbell.
Then he was like, "Urgh," and then she was dead. He took the carpet, and he
went through all that fucking effort.
And then
he took the poster, and then he groped
took the
her.
body for her, and then he
And then he praised the poster. No, that's a red herring. He praised the poster.
He praised the poster. He swiped into the
Wait,
sauna.
no, he didn't praise the poster because he's not in there yet. Okay, so change that. That's not right.
Christ. He dropped the envelope.
No, maybe it is the dumbbell.
He did this again. He did this. He did it again. He produced 2 e-handbooks.
And then he dropped the handbook.
He opened the door.
No, he didn't though, because there is no doorknob.
There's nothing here, Finn.
I mean, she's got a knob. I know. It's the dumbbell. It's got to be the dumbbell.
Yeah. Wait. Hang on.
Oh, maybe the poster is the. Oh fuck.
Poster.
No, that can't be right. Wait, no. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, hang on. Pull that down. Pull them both down. Get rid of both of them, and we'll have a look at their hints. Right. Press Y on it. Okay, no, press A on it. To disguise the truth, the killer switched around the carpet as well as something else. Right, that's the poster. And then that one is...
So now we put the girls in.
Okay.
So then he swiped, and he had the handbook, and he still had the handbook. That didn't change.
What's the hint for that one? The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it at the scene. Then he put up the poster and then put the body down?
He put the body down. He left her there. Fucking Act 4.
And this guy went to the girls' locker room for some reason.
Maybe they left the door open and he saw it when he was on his way to the library. We'll just assume it's that. He came in. He produced an e-hand. He dropped the knife.
He dropped some sick beats.
Did he? Okay, so he went in. He had a cord.
He got an umbilical cord. It's symbolic.
He wrote blood.
Bloodlust.
Act other one.
Meanwhile, in the sauna,
he produced an e-handbook.
No, this is in the sauna.
Yeah, he produced an e-handbook in the sauna. Right, he's in the sauna.
Drop the envelope.
Envelope? But it's clearly an e-handbook.
A whitey handbook. I think we're done.
A whitey handbook.
Here's exactly what happened.
Here is everything that happened in this
Let's
case.
take a look back to before the incident.
Shuffle, shuffle.
Last night, Celeste was the hero in the warehouse, correct? At the time,
I'm just
I
gonna be a
actually
bit-
lied about
apparently
this.
stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Ha! Oh, Clink.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this.
I'll get you, my hero.
I'll get you, Gadget. I know you have a penis.
On this claw!
Goodbye, Gadget.
Bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
She produced an e-handbook.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
Yeah.
But how could the victim...
By the end of this, we're going to make our own closing argument throughout the whole game. Like, handbook, and then she dropped the knife, and then
She dropped the knife on the e-handbook she produced.
Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook.
E-handbook.
To the boys' locker room.
Ha! Hello.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
While doing a sexual face,
It seems
the
likely
murderer
the
snuck
killer
up.
grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked.
that unsuspecting.
Yeah. Unsuspecting. Mondo, what are you doing? Bunk!
Random person we don't know who is yet. What are you doing?
Plip!
What the fuck is Plip?
Plip is the sound of a bloodstain striking a poster of a big-breasted supermodel.
No, Plip is the sound of my ejaculate.
Hitting the face of a big-breasted supermodel.
But the murder itself felt unplanned.
Oh my god, this is turning into a rape. He's thinking bum 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 bum.
I'm gonna see if I can make the sound Plip anywhere else.
What's he doing with that carpet? Oh, it's okay. He's rolling. Shirk!
Hey,
The
at least
blood
this-
stain on the carpet.
least this-
A smooth criminal. Bum bum bada bum bum bada bum bum. Sorry, I'm just okay. So
It's Pirates of the Caribbean.
the bloody poster. Hop.
Zah!
Into the
Hop.
girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Beep.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had
He
been
produced
placed in
an
the main hall.
e-handbook.
Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer.
So he carried he carried the body in without it shooting. Then.
Yeah, because she was dead.
All right.
With the carpet
Bit of a
and the poster
risk.
they brought with them, they got to work.
Ah.
They changed the layout of the boys and girls'
They are
locker room
murdering.
in what you might call a crime scene switch.
That's my favorite flavor of ice cream at Hungry Jack's. A crime scene switch.
Ben and Jerry's are proud to announce a crime scene switch.
Could have been the end of things.
It has red on it and brown on the other side.
Yeah.
Yakuya discovered
Yes.
decided to
I want to sing the
intervene in
Grinch song to
situation,
that fucking. I
making
don't know how it
things even more
goes.
complicated.
You're a mean one. Bitch. You really are a heel. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch.
What's the thing? Is whatever's full of spiders? I like that line.
I don't remember that one.
Your butt is full of spiders and something is He produced an e-handbook.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and
Your brain is full of spiders. You have garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch.
You produced an e-handbook.
string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
You tied her up using a cord and you took her handbook, Mr. Grinch.
You wrote bloodlust on the wall and you swiped some on her face, Mr. Grinch.
with the crime scene and nearly indicted your friends, Mr. Grinch.
He wanted to create the illusion.
You inadvertently created chaos and confusion, Mr. Grinch.
You are actually a fucking idiot. You think you're Sherlock Holmes, Mr. Grinch.
There was already a murder. Why did you feel the need to construct a more elaborate murder, Mr. Grinch?
Meanwhile, while this was all going on, the real Mr. Grinch was producing an e-handbook. Mr. Grinch.
He walked into the sauna. They produced an e-handbook again. He threw it in the sauna. How the fuck did he turn it on, Mr. Grinch?
The steamy sauna was enough to ruin
You
somehow.
You really didn't think this through, did you, Mr. Grinch?
Stick to stealing Christmas, Mr. Grinch. Don't quit your day job, Mr. Grinch. I hate it when I throw my e-handbook in a sauna and it goes swoo. I always say grr afterwards.
You have termites in your smile.
You've got corn in your hair and your face is kind of scary, Mr. Grinch.
You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch.
Alright, let's fucking stop already.
Given the choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. Okay, I'm done. Alright, there's one for the highlights. That whole thing.
You're now in the highlights, Mr. Grinch.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
It's not the end of the trial yet, we haven't had the bullet time battle.
How does that work again?
Better than... Oh, new element, awesome. What's being added to bullet time battles? Fever time and nigger time.
Nigger time.
During a bullet time battle, if you press the right bumper button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its maximum. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss.
Sweet.
And you won't not lock on either. So you can push A, Y, however you want, destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. I will, and there's only one good time to use it. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right?
No.
So we're also prepared something called nigger time that your opponent can use.
Because only black people murder.
If the opponent activates nigger time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons.
What? Fuck off!
If you were to activate fever time at this point... No, never mind, I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried. Fuck off. What happens is a fever time overwrites nigger time. That's it. Fever time just takes precedence.
So you should only use it when he does nigger time?
No. You can use fever time whenever. But if he uses nigger time, you can use fever time, and it'll be like...
So I should use fever time whenever he uses nigger time?
Yeah, pretty much. And so when he activates nigger time, you activate fever time and spam Y-A.
Why is it... What am I supposed to do?
Y-A. Y. Okay. A locks onto verbal butt things. And Y shoots the ones that you've locked onto. So you can lock onto as many as you want, and you will shoot all the ones you've locked onto when you press Y. You have to do it in time with the tempo. And this is... fucking right bumper!
This is too long!
Oh yeah, you have activated. You have. Yeah, fucking hell, his focus gauge is really long. But it doesn't matter because... We've taken away all his health.
Show me some evidence.
Why?
Oh, yeah,
Why?
Okay, sorry. Break.
Bullet time battle is shit in Danganronpa 2.
Why does she still look like that?
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Oh.
Right.
I'll kill you a little bit less violently because you admitted to it.
No, he fucking won't, mate.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So what do you think is going to be Mondo's punishment?
Something to do with bikes. I reckon. I reckon they're gonna shove his face into a bike tire attached to a wheel that's going at full speed. That's what I'd do.
No.
All right. Are they gonna get a whole bunch of bikes to run over him?
No.
They're gonna just hit. Is Monokuma just gonna pick up a bike and hit him with it? Bad!
I got no choice, man.
No, that's the exciting bit, so don't ruin it.
Just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
Aww.
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Aww.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank!
I mean, if you insist.
Sure, I'll go right back to the girls' changing room right now.
I mean, I could get off to that.
Make the right choice, or
I've been in here for a long time. Well, I haven't been in here for a long time, but it's felt like a long time. Nobody in here's gonna want to. Nobody in here's gonna want to do it with me. So. Dignity? What's that? I fucking lost it all when I was told to murder my classmates for freedom.
What?
One thing I really like about this game, the murderers aren't evil. He admitted to it at the end and he just gave up. Like, he knew it... Leon didn't want to do it at first. I really like that they get twisted into it. You can actually feel that, even though they're not really characters. They're more like bits of cardboard. That's the good thing about them. Anyway.
And then Celestia comes along saying, "No, I am the evilest of them all."
I'll kill you all. Uh-oh! This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The black one that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada! In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
You've lost 2 voices. I hope you're happy.
Not really.
I refuse to believe it.
Yeah, great. Yours are still going strong, though.
It's no way.
Connery.
Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks. Now look at this blue skin.
That I just found.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing?
His voice used to be a lot gruffer than that.
Why?
I'm Tucker!
I'm Tucker! Yeah, but he's distraught.
It doesn't matter, you can still, like, implement that better.
Why? I'm not doing that.
Do you want me to do it?
Excuse me while these maggots crawl out of my nose.
I can take over Taka if you want.
No, I'm fine with keeping him. Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
the story of the murder this time is a sad story of 2 men. But for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. What?
I fucking hate that they just write that shit into the dialogue.
I kind of like it though. They don't do it too much.
Okay.
Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki.
This is a long story.
He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength, and he wanted to be pounded by Mondo. Oh, yeah. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy.
But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken deep root inside of him, and it was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak.
Weak. Oh, she stopped.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fate. A fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. Ta-da! And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong. Then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to becoming stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm gonna get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yep, it sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep that secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went... Huh?
Okay.
So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro.
Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that to come above what he done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have begun arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... He tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See?
Then Mondo did all he could to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed?
Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you...
Because, no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory? That secret he didn't want anyone to know?
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He fucked Chihiro. He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had a chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother... Oh, sure. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada.
Daya, he certainly did.
Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Whee! Look a bit wobble, brother. Oh, whoa. His brother was a retard.
There's like one pixel attached to that vroom thing that's like moving with it that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, which actually don't go together that well. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Could someone like that really be our leader? All they'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his... amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. Shaw. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
At least he's happy about it.
I am dead. Yay. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
Can I?
Go on.
My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Well, I'm dead, but...
Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid. The rest's up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together.
Ow.
'Cause it's the team. You and me put together. It's a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger.
Go on, never mind.
Under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother.
What were you saying?
I was going to say, yeah, of course, the guy who was driving the truck was probably hunted down and killed.
Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong, strong, strong!
And yet... As soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. Ta-da! And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why I...
Mondo.
After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head was filled with all kinds of fuzzy uneasiness, and it just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety, way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might have told us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just want...
No, I really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. I'm strong! Strong! Stronger than you!
You son of a...
And stronger than Daya! I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground.
Hey.
I killed him.
I killed him.
I killed Chihiro.
I killed Chihiro.
Stop saying it for me, you cunt.
Even after all this time,
fuck.
I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it! Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past. For a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead, say that again. I dare you.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very punishment.
For Mondo what? The ultimate gang leader.
No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I said wait.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, man.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Fuck's sake.
Look at his hair.
What?
He's putting out no questions.
What? That ruined it. I was about to get really sad. Laugh and death and your soul will forever be at peace.
Can't be.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not Mondo. My brother.
Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. You mean you felt before? Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. He did it for you.
Thank you.
He did it for you.
Hello. Oh.
It's the same one as well. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But of course he had to.
What a disappointment. Is this the end of the game?
Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response. Except that
However,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting.
His voice was calm, emotionless. Like the voice of death, it chilled me to the bone.
Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too?
That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue.
The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out the girls' locker room.
Here we go.
After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. How did you look inside?
How did you look inside?
Probably went and got the other thing. There were two, weren't there?
Oh, yeah. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder?
He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So, you said you knew the culprit was in the beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have to answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So, after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene. But damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right?
Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point.
Bullshit, if you run out of influence. If you run out of influence, it's game over.
Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp, piercing eyes piercing into me with piercing pierce.
Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I know who I'll have to watch out for.
Correct.
So that was your reason.
Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why?
You don't like 'em? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating.
I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean! Good grief! I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing!
Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my...
In the name of the Tagami family. For which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled.
Ooh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you.
I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter was fucked up. The end. But I knew that wasn't the end. Oh, God. Oh, I'm passing out. That's perfect. Oh, my head. The killing game would still continue because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying.
You said singular. Whatever. There's a guy blah blah back to this shit again.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot.
It was Voldemort.
A really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
Huh?
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Kyoko. It's Kyoko, isn't it?
Would you like me to do Kyoko's voice?
Sure.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Movement Bob!
My. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
It's Movement Bob. It's still, every time I think of that, I get that fucking, the quote of mine. I see you found, student 16!
16! The ultimate mosquito! His bites will create the biggest of bumps! Right, are we finally fucking done here?
Yeah.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
For me. 5 o'clock in the morning for you. We're gonna have to, we should split this into 2.
Oh.
Hello. Hell to the fucking O. Wait, keep going. Keep going. We'll end it on a cliffhanger.
I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible.
She isn't poop for
I
once.
can't let myself think about how much I want to get
Just
out
as
of
fucking
here.
hot, though.
If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Murder someone.
Donuts.
Huh.
Glazed donuts, pretty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donuts, donut.
Brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things.
Oh God of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter.
Danganronpa, the musical.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are an absolute necessary. Are absolutely necessary.
Gurn.
Huh?
Gurn.
What's that sound?
Gurn.
Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
Gurn.
I'm super scared, but I'm ultimate.
You can tell.
But I'm super scared, but is someone there?
I'm the ultimate 16th student.
Kya.
What the fuck? Christ.
Stop, please. Stop. No, go into the handbook now, please. Save. Turn off.
Okay.
Alright.
Are we done then?
Done. That's the cliffhanger.
Fuck me. Okay, fine. Fucking. Thank you all for watching. Like, favorite, and subscribe to all that shit. Final thoughts, Finn?
Final thoughts. Eat donuts.
Not butter.
He's
Bye!
it's now, no questions.
You ruined it.